Have you ever thought about what it would be like to just outsource your entire job? I mean, while you're off doing literally anything else, you're still collecting a paycheck. Well, look, they're way past simple chatbots that just help you write an email. We are officially entering the era of the AI agent, the real ghost in your machine. And what that means for the future of work, well, it's pretty exciting and honestly a little bit terrifying. Let's just dive right in.
So, picture this. The year is 2026. It's March. A company called Anthropic drops a new tool. And this isn't just another app. This thing can autonomously control your entire computer from a single prompt. I mean, it can open your software, join your meetings, and literally do your work for you. This isn't some far-off sci-fi concept. This is the new reality of white-collar work.
It's kind of a wild thought, isn't it? If an AI can genuinely handle your 9 to 5, it really makes you stop and think. What would you do? Would you learn a new language? Start a business? Or maybe just enjoy a really, really long vacation? It's a question we all might be asking ourselves a lot sooner than we think. Okay, so how would this even work in the real world? Let's get practical. We're going to walk through the entire playbook, right from landing the job to cashing the paycheck, all without you ever having to touch your keyboard. This is your career path, totally powered by an AI agent. You know, the big idea behind all of this has a fancy name: distributed cognition. But don't let the technical term fool you. The concept is actually pretty simple. It just means you're not doing all the heavy lifting yourself anymore. Instead of being the one doing the work, you become the director, just guiding an AI agent that acts as your digital twin for all that day-to-day grind. The whole process, from start to finish, can be automated. It all starts with the AI just carpet bombing the job market with applications on your behalf. Then, for the technical interview, it's like your secret weapon, listening in and solving problems in real time. Once you get hired, it just takes over your calendar and can even use a local AI voice for your Zoom calls. And get this, it finishes your work in just minutes, but it cleverly schedules the sends to make it look like you're working all day. The final step, it even handles your banking. The entire workflow is completely hands-off.
All right, so if you're going to hire an AI to do your job for you, you've got some options. But this isn't like picking between a Mac and a PC. The trade-offs here are huge, and they touch on everything from cost and control to some pretty serious security risks.
The choice really boils down to two main players. On one side, you've got Anthropic's computer use. Think of it as the polished corporate option. It's paid, it's closed source, and it's built with this permission-first approach for safety. On the other side, there's OpenClaw, which is the open source community's answer. It's totally free, it works with any AI model you want, but, and this is a big but, it gives the AI full, unrestricted access to your entire machine. And yeah, that full access thing comes with a massive warning label. One of OpenClaw's own maintainers put it bluntly: this is not a toy for beginners. Giving an AI that much control over your private data is an incredibly dangerous game. And if you don't know exactly what you're doing, the consequences could be, well, pretty severe. So up until now, we've been talking about automating office jobs, right? Gaming the corporate system a little bit. But that is only one side of the story. The exact same underlying technology is being developed and deployed for something way more serious. Right, because while some people are using AI agents to get out of stand-up meetings, the US military is using them to completely change the face of modern warfare. The ghost in the machine isn't just answering your emails anymore, it's also identifying targets. The official goal is to shorten the kill chain. That's military speak, and what it means is accelerating the entire process from finding a target to engaging it. And this is the point where this AI technology transforms from a productivity tool into an instrument of kinetic operations, which is another military term for physical and often lethal action. This is all happening through a platform called the Maven Smart System. And when you pop the hood and look inside, you see it's built with some seriously powerful mainstream tech. Things like Kafka for streaming data, Spark for processing it, and Palantir and Neo4j to build this massive graph database. It's essentially a digital clone of the battlefield that can map out all the relationships between people, vehicles, and weapons. And all of this brings us to a major ethical fork in the road for the AI world. Anthropic, the same company that made the job automation tool we started with, was reportedly banned from military work. Why? Because its CEO voiced major concerns about the technology's potential to harm people. In response, who reportedly stepped in to fill that void? OpenAI. So we've got AI agents doing our jobs and AI agents on the battlefield. But there's one final piece to this entire puzzle that ties it all together: identity.
And we're not talking about identity on some website, we're talking about it being built directly into the operating system of your computer.
Just look at how fast all of this is moving. In March 2026, this incredibly powerful AI agent gets released to the public. Less than a year later, a new law kicks in California, that fundamentally changes the relationship between you, your computer, and your identity.
And this is the really critical shift. This new law, the Digital Age Assurance Act, moves age verification away from just being a little checkbox on a website to being handled at the OS level. That means Windows, Mac, or Linux will have to be able to verify and report your age to any app that asks. And critics are sounding the alarm, arguing this is a Trojan horse for a world where your devices just won't work unless you're authenticated.
And to show you they're serious, the penalty for not complying is steep. A single violation could lead to a fine of up to $7,500. This law is being pushed forward with some serious financial and legal muscle behind it.
Which brings us right back to where we started. We are now in a world where an AI can get a job, do the work, and get paid. A world where an AI can help identify a military target, and a world where your computer's operating system might soon be required to verify who you are for every single action. So the ultimate question we're all left with is this. When the agent is the one doing the work, who is actually responsible? Is it the human operator sitting in the background? The company that built the AI? Or is it the agent itself? It's a question we need to figure out, and we need to do it fast.